Let me ask you a simple question. Are you tired? I don't mean tired from lack of sleep. I mean a deep exhaustion, a tiredness of the soul. It's the exhaustion from trying to hold on too tightly. You want to control every outcome at work. You manage how everyone sees you. You go over conversations in your mind and consider every word. You stress about a future that hasn't come yet. Your thoughts feel like a noisy room filled with past mistakes and future worries. You face 1,000 small battles every day. You are losing. What if the secret to winning is to stop fighting? What if the key to real power and true peace comes from caring less, not more? This idea may seem reckless and irresponsible. It could appear to be giving up. However, a 16th century thinker named Michel de Montaigne saw it as the highest form of wisdom. He lived through plagues and violent civil wars. He witnessed chaos and uncertainty all around him. Amidst all this, he found a hidden route to inner peace and strong resilience. This path begins with a simple act of honesty. Before we go further, I want you to go to the comments. Name one small, useless thing you worried about this week. A clumsy email, an awkward conversation, someone's strange look. Let's create a public record of the mental prisons we build for ourselves. Now that you see the bars, let's learn how to dissolve them. Let's learn the art of noble indifference. Our modern world tells you to care about everything. Every social issue, every news headline, every opinion in your comment section. This culture of constant caring doesn't make you a better person. It makes you a target. It fragments your attention. It drains your mental energy until you have nothing left for the things that truly matter. A mind that is everywhere is a mind that is nowhere. Montaigne's great insight was to turn inward. He famously retreated to a tower, his library, which he called his citadel. There, he began a radical experiment. He decided to study the one thing he could truly know, himself. He asked a fundamental question. How much of my suffering is real, and how much is a story I'm telling myself? He found that most of our pain comes from resisting reality. We fight against what is. We try to force life into a neat, predictable box. But life is not neat. It is wild. It is chaotic. And the moment you stop fighting it, you start to flow with it. This is not about being passive. It's about being intelligent. It's about saving your energy for the few battles that are worth fighting. To achieve this, you must first break 3 chains that keep you prisoner. The first chain is the tyranny of expectations. How much of your daily stress comes from trying to meet expectations that were never yours to begin with? The expectation to be wealthy by a certain age. The expectation to be always positive and outgoing. The expectation that you should want what everyone else seems to want. These are not your desires. They are ghosts. They are scripts written by society, by advertising, by the curated highlight reels of social media. And you are exhausting yourself playing a character in a play you never agreed to be in. Montaigne would tell you that the first step to freedom is to stop reading from that script. He would ask you to practice what we can call internal sourcing, to stop looking outside for the answer to, what should I do? And to start looking inside. Ask yourself, setting aside what my parents would think, what my friends would say, what would look good on Instagram, what does the quiet, honest voice inside me actually want? This question is terrifying, because its answer might require you to disappoint people. It might require you to walk a path no one else understands. But Montaigne's promise is this: the temporary discomfort of disappointing others is nothing compared to the chronic pain of betraying yourself. Your life is your own story. Stop letting ghosts hold the pen. The greatest thing in the world is to know how to belong to oneself. Michel de Montaigne. The second chain is the cult of perfection. You hold yourself back. You don't start the business. You don't ask for the date. You don't share your art. Why? Because you are afraid of being judged. Afraid of making a mistake. Afraid of not being good enough. You are waiting for the perfect moment. You are waiting until you feel ready. Montaigne would tell you that you will wait forever. He believed that the obsession with perfection is a form of madness. Life is, by its very nature, imperfect. Humans are, by their nature, flawed. To demand perfection from an imperfect world and an imperfect self is the definition of insanity. It is a game you are guaranteed to lose. The art of not caring is about letting things be. It means you don't treat every mistake as failure. A mistake shows you tried. It proves you are part of life, not just standing aside. It's about giving yourself room to be new, clumsy, or even wrong. Look at the people you respect. Are they flawless? No. They stand out because they dare to show who they are. Their flaws don't make them weaker. They make them real. When you stop chasing perfection, you make space for real bonds. Others feel free to drop the mask too. This doesn't mean you stop trying. It means fear no longer runs the show. The third chain is the fight with uncertainty. Our minds look for patterns. We want to know what's next. So we plan, we prepare, we try to remove every risk. That search feeds our anxiety. Montaigne saw this clearly. He said life is full of unknowns, so the wise path is to accept it, to move with it instead of against it. As he wrote, the only thing certain is that nothing is certain. This means letting go of control. No amount of worry can change tomorrow. Worry is like paying a debt that doesn't exist. It steals your energy today, and tomorrow still arrives in its own way. Not caring helps you stay in the moment. You can give full attention to what you do, the talk you have, or the view around you. When your head isn't busy with fears about the future, it feels lighter. You think more clearly. You make smarter choices. You spot chances you might ignore before. With that comes calm. You stop wasting energy on a fight you can't win. You live in the only time that's real, now. Here's the key point. This is where many people get it wrong. Not caring doesn't mean apathy. It's not laziness. It's not indifference. It's focus. It's knowing what truly matters and what's just noise. And here's the twist that can change your life. The moment you stop chasing praise, you gain strength. When you no longer beg for approval, people respect you more. When you stop trying to control everything, you find real control in what counts. Why does this happen? It's not magic. It's how the mind works. Without the hunger for approval, your moves are real. You speak clearly. You draw the line. You follow what you truly enjoy. And that honesty pulls people in. We all feel drawn to someone who is at ease with themselves. When you stop fearing failure, you take smarter risks. You aren't frozen by what if. You feel free to move, and movement opens doors. When you drop the need to force an outcome, you stay flexible. You notice new paths. You go with the flow instead of fighting it. Look at the people you admire. The most confident ones aren't busy trying to be liked. They stay calm. The painter who stops worrying about approval creates his best work. The founder who stops fearing loss makes bold moves that change the game. The person who stops hunting for love and learns to enjoy their own company often meets the right one without effort. That's the power of letting go. Hold on too tight and things slip away. Release them, and they often return in bigger ways than you dreamed. So I ask you again, what are you holding on to that no longer serves you? What unnecessary weight are you carrying? What expectations, fears, or attachments are draining your energy? The philosophy of Montaigne is not a form of escape. It is a path to deeper fulfillment. It is about balance. It is about caring deeply about the few things that truly matter: your values, your purpose, your inner peace. And it is about having the courage to release everything else. To release the need to be right. To release the need to be liked by everyone. To release the need for a predictable future. Imagine for a moment walking through the world without being affected by criticism. Imagine facing the unknown not with fear, but with curiosity. Picture feeling a deep, quiet confidence that comes not from others' approval, but from within. This is not just a dream. It is a choice. It is a practice. The moment you stop caring about the wrong things, the right things find their way to you. That is the true power of Montaigne's philosophy. If this message has found a home in you, if you are ready to lay down your unnecessary burdens and pick up your freedom, then make your declaration. Join the others who are choosing peace over performance. Go to the comments and write, "I let go." It is a declaration of your freedom. A commitment to a lighter, more authentic life. Subscribe to the Thinker's Codex. Your peace is waiting.